What is good, YouTube? What's you here with another video on American Horror Story, Season 6, Chapter 2, Episode 2. So yes, this episode did not fail. We are learning so much more about what is happening in this season, the theme, the backstory, the plot, setting the tone. So if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button in the top left corner if you are viewing on PC. If you're viewing on mobile, I'm sorry, YouTube functions don't allow you to do that. So right, let's get into this breakdown. So it's apparent from the first two episodes that this series is linked with American Horror Story Season 1, Murder House, as it's kind of got a murder based feel, as you'll find out as I go into this breakdown. So after seeing the ending of Chapter 1 where she's running into some kind of cult-like ritual, we're obviously introduced into a cult-like ritual which we'll see a lot more of in the future. You could have missed this bit if you blinked, but potentially Lady Gaga's did appear in this episode. She looked like a cosplay entrances, who is a member of the Suicide Squad, but everyone should know that. So I'm not sure if that was Lady Gaga. It looks like her. I'll put a picture up. She's next to Kathy Bates, so it kind of looks like her. And I've seen some people on Instagram also saying it was her. So we're introduced to Kathy Bates. She looks like the cult ringleader. We don't know her name. We don't know anything about her, but she did say she's her in the episode. So it's looking more and more like she's in charge of this cult, whatever the cult may be. So someone is being punished. Their head is over a pig head and are being burnt alive, so it's pretty raw and savage from the get-go. So Shelby's running away from this cult-like atmosphere, and she kind of runs into the road, and Lee stops just before she gets to her, and she faints, ends up in the hospital. They run tests to see if she's cuckoo, and she's not, so they can't ignore her now. So later that night, she hears some pig-like noises and goes out to investigate, which is mad considering what's already happened to her with the jacuzzi and the other parts. Pretty insane. Why would you go out? Matt followers, they go out into the woods with torches. This is sounding more like a Blair Witch Project season-ish. And they find something. They find a large stick figure with pig heads with it, and then Matt chops it down, calls the police, and the police, they can't ignore him now. They say they're going to give him 24-hour protection, like surveillance, which, in my opinion, isn't really going to do too much to help them. And she vows, after she says that there was a human sacrifice, they can't be ignored. So it's all about sacrification, cult-like rituals. So it's all coming together, and we're only two episodes in. So Lee, Matt's sister, is trying to reconnect with her daughter Flora, I think that's her name, as obviously her partner's got custody of the kids, so she sees her not very often. She pretty mad bringing a kid into his house, knowing what's actually going on in the house. Pretty insane. So Lee's taken back when Flora is talking. So she's basically made a friend called Priscilla, and we'll find out more about this in a minute. So when Lee's ex-husband Madsen comes to get her, it's very interesting. So she plays hide and seek, but she doesn't know. They don't know she's playing hide and seek, so they're looking for her. Basically, they find her in a closet. She tells Lee, her mom, she's negotiating a deal to trade a doll. And then when Lee asks her why, she responds, so she wouldn't kill us all, she's gonna kill us all and save me for last. So yeah, the murder theme from season 1 is coming back again and again. So obviously her father just takes her home straight away, doesn't let her mother say goodbye, and just basically takes her away. There's a bit of emotional emotional kind of feelings running high and all that kind of jazz. So Matt comes downstairs, thinks he's sleepwalking, but he isn't. He sees two nurses brutally murdering an old woman. So Shelby and Matt investigate to find out why is the house so dangerous that they put all their life savings into. Yes, it's a pretty deep episode. So much happened in 14 minutes. They find a tape with some crazy bearded professor dude who lived there, well, went there to look into the mysterious murders that were happening in the 80s based on two nurses. So this is the backstory. The two very close sisters were drawn to the building due to the mysterious history and started an assisted living home. So basically an old people's home. They took on elderly patients based on how badly their families wanted to get rid of them and the first letter of the patient's name. They abused the patients and killed them. And when they killed them, they wrote like a letter on the wall in blood. So they're basically trying to spell out murder, which is quite interesting. The professor believes something even more evil scared him well away as they stopped just before the last letter. So obviously Matt, after watching this, went back into the Roanoke house and he teared down the wallpaper and discovered that they hadn't finished it. So maybe it's like unfinished business, going back to the murder storyline from the first series. There is a connection, maybe. So after this, Matt is so Lee gets drunk, obviously, because she's in an emotional state after losing her daughter, that what she feels like is forever. And they notice knives on the ceiling in very odd places. So they basically want to sell the house, but they discover they can't sell the house. The bank won't take it back. The rep can't do anything. So they've put like, I think it was $40,000 into a house that can't be sold. But he said he'd give them very good rates if they want to sell it. So then Lee kidnaps her daughter in theory. Her father finds out. Shelby manages to calm him down, takes him to another room to do her homework. And then she is drawn outside by this Priscilla devil kind of person. And so they all like panic, check the whole house, can't find her, go into the woods. And she is lost, they can't find her. But what they do find is her yellow jumper in the biggest tree going. And then Lee screams dramatically. So that's pretty much the cliffhanger. The kid's gone missing. Maybe it's the deal that the kid made with the devil. But also there's like a Blair Witch kind of factor going, because when the professor ventured in the house to find the evil in the house, he had the camera right in front of him, Blair Witch, and he just disappeared. So maybe he's going to reappear in the sense of some kind of ghost or such like kind of thing. Maybe potentially. Let me know what you think down below. What's really going on? Do you think season 6 is linked to season 1? Do you think every season is connected? Because there's a lot of theories going around that every season is interconnected with every other season, which makes sense. Murder, the kind of first season, looks like it's heavily linked to this one, but also Coven, I can't remember which season that is, but that looks like it's heavily linked with this one. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. Subscribe, comment, most importantly. The most important thing is to comment, and then like if you want to. Anyway, wash you out.